So, these are some lessons on how to be a great general contractor or how to write killer app proposals. The last 2-3 months I've been having a joy of trying to deal with a whole bunch of RFPs, getting new jobs, bringing people in, and I asked my kinda stepfather, this is Itzik, the guy that's smiling and laying out and so on. He's a general contractor. He actually builds homes, renovates them, takes them, loves playing with Jerusalem marble, does all sorts of things, and he's always having a good time. His job is about doing the handshake and showing good work. The problem is, how do you do this in technology? Because in technology, you usually have those sales guys do it, right? They're the ones that schmooze it up. And the techie types were having challenges. And so one of the things we always have to do is RTF proposal. This is read the thing, okay? Someone's got to do the work. We can't just sit here and go, that'd be really cool to do the work. Then, by the way, talk to the client. Oh my God, wait, you can actually speak to them. They want to know that you care. It's one of those things that you really give a hoot about. And these are all the references. I got one from Esther. She has a really nice, that's a talk there. The other thing that Itzik showed me was understanding the constraints. When he's building a house, when he's taking care of tricking out the bathrooms, he checks out if he can trick out the bathroom. Do they have the money? Do they want to deliver it where? When? How? And then the one thing that always matters to us, as in the client and the contractor, do we actually hit the numbers? Does profit generate out of the revenue and removing our cost? Remember, these are the challenges we face. So now we get the time to noodle the proposal. And by the way, to clarify this, I didn't know what kind of talk this would be, because Tikva asked me about, 15 hours ago to do this, so this is a quick and dirty. Hope this helps. By the way, do you know what you can deliver? Because one of the challenges that most firms have is they don't know what they're delivering to the client. They actually think they do web or podcasting or social media, because it's the neat new phrase. Know what you deliver, because then you'll have the client understanding it, and then you build yourself a framework. You understand what the problem is. Work on addressing it in your own team. Don't look like the super person to the client. So once you have this framework, now you got to hammer out the straw man. Now, this is a bit frustrating, but you've got to go ahead and do the silly project plan. It's not silly because you're trying to understand what's happening and how are you going to allocate the resources. Because once you know the cost, now you're trying to figure out what's the value to the client. Remember that little golden rule? We want to know how much money we're making for the client, not just how much money the client's making for us. Understand that, and then you're on the client side. Different kind of way of doing business. So when I'm writing the proposal, remember, focus on the client. We're trying to understand and how we help them, not just how they pay us, what services we deliver. And when you're showcasing your work, don't just slap it up there, show what it means to you. Because you want the top one or the bottom one when you're interacting. Okay, this isn't as funny, okay. But the idea is that when I find proposals that come into my hands and I feel that way, it's very frustrating. Because this is my fear. If I'm the client suddenly, I'm worried that you're going to overspend money, you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, and all you're worried about is the schedule. All you're worried about is the money. Relate to me. And then, by the way, lots of words don't work. Visuals. It's so much easier. Why would you spend so much time on writing text? Oh, and that says, like my system. I was wondering where that was. Okay? And then this is where, unfortunately, it gets a lot of text, but I was trying to get visuals, like I said, late night. Know the budget, acknowledge the risks, and show the benefits to the client. What are we talking about here? Are we talking about our needs or their needs? Then, this is where you get to show off. Show off in the appendix. Show off in the case study. Show that you deliver. And you can show the cute things, the special interest and whatever. My favorite proposals I read is like when I learn someone's a snowboarder. And then the last part is make it excellent. The worst thing I've ever seen is I get proposals that have spelling errors. They're in Times New Roman. They have no tabbing, no spacing, no nothing. You want this? Deliver on that. And that's my talk.